Ah. Yo, yo, everybody. Good morning. Happy Friday. Happy heckin' Friday, everybody. Hope y'all are doing good. Hope you've had a good week and are looking forward to the weekend. Brett, what's up, brother? Right on time. You know what they say about wizards? Popeye, what's up? Pork bun. You've almost cycled back around to the sacred pork bun number. What is up, Zero? Greetings. No work? Payday? We do cleaning. Honestly, that sounds like a nice day to me. Yeah, no work, being able to just kind of hang around the house and tidy it up. The older that I've gotten, the more that kind of feels like a good day. I don't know. I'm the older I'm getting, the more I understand what it's like to be a dad who just like wants to take care of his grass. Like that is what I like to do. Just combat the entropy for a single day. And Mr. Lumberjack loved the flannel. Oh, thank you. Yes, I also like a good flannel. My wardrobe is like 90% flannels. Thank you. It's a shame. It's usually too hot. Well, it's getting too hot. Not usually. Usually it's too cold, which is actually perfect. But with it getting warmer, I'm not going to be able to wear them as much. Take the opportunity when I get it. Anyway, lads, today, more racetrack. More racetrack. I had a vision last night of something that I want to build as the centerpiece for this racetrack. Never in my entire life have I had as clear of a vision of something that I want to build. I know exactly what I want. Mood? I can't wear it. Reminds me of the furniture growing up. I see. Flannel couch or something? Chair? Sounds very uncomfortable. I'm sorry. Am I triggering your furniture PTSD? Oh, come on. There we go. Flannel pastel couch. And of course the wood panel walls. Ooh, wood panel walls also remind me of my childhood. We had a lot of that growing up in the mountains in Colorado. It was, I lived in a lot of rustic homes as I was growing up. I probably had a flannel something or other, some kind of piece of furniture as well, but doesn't stick in my mind as much. Wood panel walls, though, you could simply feel the splinters by looking at them. All right, let's see if I'll get my daily crash. Hmm? Yes, I did. I got my one daily crash. Let's get that out of the way. I need to keep a running tally of all of the things that I have to do when I start this game. Switch mod profile. Get my daily crash out of the way. That's 2. Once I'm in the game, I have to wait for my save to actually load, which is like a 30-second hitch. Oh yeah, now I have to unfuck the clouds as well. Because they're exploding. Falling apart at the goddamn seams here. Hey Feldy, what is up? Happy Friday. How are you doing? Oh, what did I spawn back in the hub? Let's see. Here we are. Through the portal. It's fun. I never get to take portals. Whee. Alright, I'll fly back over to the zone. Jeezy has left the game. Oh, I've joined the game. I've joined the game. I'm right here. I can get rid of this mega printer too. This thing's such an eyesore. Alright. The boys are back in town. And by the boys, I mean me, and by the town, I mean whatever this place is. Ah! I always forget. I even said it. 3%? This is what it looks like when I use 3% of my power. Who is this? Who is just casually floating above my... Somebody's peeping my horror. Gotta wait for all the goddamn signs to load. There's so many of them. I'm really glad there was a period of time during the initial like instruction of this build telling people to not use too many signs because it would break the game. Thankfully that is no longer an instruction that's necessary because I would be at a loss for what to do. Fucking love me signs. Hello, hello, hello. How we doing today? Jug? Actually a really fucking rough morning, but I'm better now. I'm better now. 17-hour stream today? We'll consider it. I'll consider it. Shitty internet is up. The stream keeps buffering. We'll put that bitch to bed. Shitty internet, go to bed. I'm sorry to say, or I'm sorry to hear that. How did you break the game already? The game is already broken. It has nothing to do with me. The game is just broken. And that's just the way it is. Only using beams would be half a track. I know. That you're right. If you can't use the signs part of the beams and signs, then are you really even playing Satisfactory? Okay. I see. I have my vision. Also my F1 and F2 keys are not working. Okay. Oh, actually none of my hotkeys are working. The game really is already broken. Okay, add that to the list. I guess I'll have to leave the server and come back. See if that helps. Seems to be working on 480p. Okay. Well, at least there's something. No, you broke it? I don't know if I'm that powerful. If you're looking at the list of things that are wrong with the game right now, and you're saying that I broke it, that's a compliment to me. Because I'm not that strong. I don't think I'm that powerful. Alright, let me recycle the clouds again, just to be sure they're not going to jump scare me. Okay, my hotbar works again. Awesome. That's step one. 480p is my life? I've never crossed it for more than a day. Do you have kind of shitty internet too, or are you just a masochist? Do you just like it that way? Having shitty internet all week and watching DS at 480 is a punishment. Oh yeah, I'm sure that must look absolutely fucking awful. Especially with all of like the particle effects in this game. Just completely killing the packets as well. Hey Hans, what's up, dude? Happy Friday. Poor us living in 480 where DS is living in 8K. You have a grandiose vision of my life that I like. I want to live where you live. I want to live in the Jugverse where everything in my life is like amazing. Can we live there? Seems to be a bouncing explorer over there. Oh yeah, they fell into the pit. I had them up on the rim, but I think they eventually just came down into the pit. Look at these two. They're having a bit of a bounce off. Look at them go.
Back to the
My money's
pit.
on the one on the right. He looks much bouncier. Yeah, there's a lot of them down here. Very positive note, staying in 480p makes everyone pretty. If I take my glasses off, everything looks beautiful. Equally disgusting, depending on whether you're a glass half full, glass half empty kind of guy. I noticed after leaving it in my save, they back up slightly each time. Yeah, they don't really stay in the right place, unfortunately. It's sad. But you know what? As long as they're having a good time, I think it's okay. I'm not gonna mess with them. They might have to move, though. I think, yeah, it's gonna tell me vehicle is in the way when I'm building this thing. So guys... Oh. Yep. I'm so sorry that this has to happen. We'll put them back somewhere. Pretty sure DS spends 10 mil every week. 10 mil every week. Dude, I wouldn't even know how to spend that. I would have to have someone teach me how to spend that. Nobody has blemishes, great hair. Yeah. Where doggo? Oh. Doggo here. Thanks for reminding me. Go, you stay right there, little dog. Don't fall. Don't fall. Alright, guys, tell me if he falls this time, please. He was on the ground for Ada knows how long last time. I didn't even know, because nobody said anything. Still read lips or see motion. I would still rather be able to see the definition, I think. Personally. That's just me. Although, it is kind of nice. Sometimes I just take off my glasses and sit there and, like, stare at the blurriness to rest my eyes for a little bit. And it is nice. What kind of blueprint are you making, Hans? What kind of tasty blueprint do you have? Trying to recreate My Name Jake Bridge. Dude, that guy's crazy. I saw all of his bridges this morning. Wouldn't be surprised if, I wasn't even able to recreate him. Really bothers me when the camera is like dog water and the game is ultra crisp. You definitely notice if there's like a difference between them, yeah. So I like to keep my cam and my game both at mediocre quality. So that everything is perfectly balanced. Assembler blueprint. Put a picture in Discord. Ooh, sick. Alright. Let's take a look at it. Always love a good blueprint. Alright, this looks good. I think I might have to curve that platform some way. Actually, could I do this? The outer corner extensions, like, turned on their side? Perhaps. Perhaps. For what it's worth, you also have good lighting and it helps your green screen. People notice. Yeah, I'm very lucky with the setup that I have now. Because I have the same exact light that I had before I moved. But the way I have my green screen set up, there is a ceiling light, a very bright white ceiling light, like, that shines directly down onto the green screen, which is perfect for green screen lighting. Because you want a dedicated green screen light so that it's, like, lit evenly. And I didn't have that before. And now I just so happen to have it, like, as a result of being here. So I'm happy about that. I didn't really have to try for that one. Okay, let's see what this looks like. This might be weird, actually. Try and double it up. Do this side too. My name Jake's builds are super clean, simple, and he includes minor details that make a big difference. Yeah, he's very creative with how he uses the pieces as like little detail bits. I love it. That's something I want to get better at. I think it is something that I'm getting better at over the course of this build, is like thinking creatively with how to use tiny little bits rotated in different ways. That's because I feel like I'm really good at building stuff at a macro scale, but when it comes to actually decorating an area, I kind of do lack in that department. How's that look? I mean, I don't know that that's actually much better because it still doesn't follow the curve. What if I do noodle? Noodle? No? No, I guess not. Been times where DS has been white as milk. Like right now. I'm always white as milk. I'm pale as shit. I got them. I'm German and Irish, dude. I am always pale. I thought of a good mod idea. What's that? But if not, then I feel you would have tried. I was looking into it. Because I really hated that the green screen was like flickery, and now I don't think it's flickery at all anymore. Maybe a little bit, like on my hand. Like the further I get over here away from the light, you can see like a little green. I'm trying to get to the Hulk. So it's not perfectly even along the top. Jake's has a great futuristic aesthetic with his builds. Yeah, he does. Also, his train tracks make me so jealous. His little train rings. They make me want to redesign my entire train network every time I see them. I wonder if I could just go straight down into that. I don't know the best way to do this. We'll try. I'm German and Irish. Heritage. Feldy. Miss Feldy. Realize my streams look so fuzzy is because I'm streaming at 1080p, my game's at 1440. Same thing that happens if a cable can only support 1080p while a monitor is set at 4K. Yeah, you gotta match up your resolutions. Place the pipe stand at the edge and try curve mode. You think like here, just put them like closer to the edge. Might give a better result. Try it. I don't know why it's snapping like that. Probably because these things are on their side. I mean, it's a little better. It's a little better. Still not exactly how I'd like it. So American. Okay, jeez. I get it. My heritage is Polish, Irish, and German. So, like, I am the whitest motherfucker. I couldn't be more white unless I was albino. Remember Ghost DS, that climbing game? Oh, White Knuckle? Fuck yeah, I love White Knuckle, dude. That game rocks. Probably not the best stream game, though. Odd idea. Nuclear meltdown. If the planet gets filled with waste... If the plant gets filled with waste, it shuts down. An explosion like a nuke obelisk. Doesn't destroy any builds, just boom and kills Pioneer if nearby. I like that. I think that I actually would like if it just destroyed the builds, though. I feel like there should be... I feel like nuclear should have a lot of risk associated with it. It should be powerful and risky. I do like that, though. Is that not... Like, are there any downsides to just fucking up your nuclear plant now? Like, what are the downsides? Oh, this will give me a better curve. Is it just that it stops working? Like, it's less efficient? So I was kind of hoping I would get to nuclear and find out that it, like, explodes if you fuck it up. Talking about your heritage is very American. What? Talking about your heritage is very American. I just have German genes. I have Irish genes. What? Wait, why is that an American thing? Nobody else around the world talks about their heritage? Yeah, the wall mount at the bottom edge. That is definitely giving me the cleanest curve. That style's been growing lately. New DLC for that Gamba roguelike. For Clover Pit? Not Buckshot, but the slots one. Yeah. Like grunge core. Grunge likes. Are these chrome? These are chrome, but the sides are just always gonna look weird. Let me see how that looks. I think I kind of want it to be a continuous circle. Like a continuous curve all the way through. Because I want them to go down and then come back up in a big spiral. This also might need to go. Like, maybe this is too long. Let's try and put them a little bit closer to the edge. Only downside is a lot of radiation buildup. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, because it like grows larger and larger. Huh.
Fixit has logged an inefficiency in your factory, Pioneer.
What?
Addressing this promptly will improve functioning, but unfortunately cannot recover my respect for you.
Europeans define themselves by the culture they grew up in, not really genetics. Well, I don't define myself by genetics, but I'm definitely white because of my genetics. I mean, I don't really identify with any particular culture. American isn't really a culture. It's kind of just a conglomerate of many other cultures, whichever are most convenient at the time. So I don't think I really have, like, a culture, per se. Do you have anything left to do in Vintage Story? I'm taking a break from Vintage Story because there's there's an update coming. I'm gonna come back when they update it. But yes, I do. I have a lot that I want to do. I am very excited for more Vintage Story. I don't know if I'll stream it. I don't know. Were the Vintage Story streams enjoyable? I know they were a different flavor. But if they were enjoyable, I'll do more.
It's just a hallway, but what a magnificent hallway it is.
Why are my alerts so quiet? Hell. Zero! Thank you! Thank you for the Prime sub, brother! Appreciate that. Sorry the alerts are, like, non-existent. I don't know why that is. 1 second. We're gonna go to the void. For just a moment. Do not be afraid. Do not be afraid. I don't actually know. I don't know why my alerts are so quiet. I feel like they change their own volume every single day. But thank you, nonetheless, for the Bezos bucks. See you later, Jug. Enjoy your Ada work. You liked them? Okay. Also liked your Zomboid streams? Yeah, the Zomboid streams were really fun. I was gonna do more of those. I don't know what happened. I don't remember what was happening around that time, but I guess it just didn't end up continuing. I thought it was fun though. I thought it was a fun change of pace. I wouldn't want that to replace my normal streams. They'd probably be more evening streams if I did end up doing that. I like coming back and just vibing in the evening with a different game for a little while. Just a different flavor. Forgetting the Cult of Ada? No. Oh, no. We would never. Why would you suggest such a thing, sir? I did really like the RP aspect of, the Zomboid streams. I thought that was really fun. I've been wanting to do some RP streams, actually. Of some description. I don't know what yet. I was gonna do... There's a Skyrim RP mod that I was going to play, but then... I played it one night, and then the next day it got shut down. And I don't know when it's coming back. So, I guess that's not happening right now. That's what makes American culture so unique. You guys adopt parts of cultures that have been brought from other countries and make it your own. That is a very thoughtful and kind way to phrase it. And I like that. I admire your lack of pessimism. I should adopt some of that. Haven't played Zomboid in a long time. I've only played it very sparingly. I played it a little bit on stream, and I did 2 characters. I did I did Jason Bourne again, who was an action movie hero. That was fun. He was completely useless, and he died to a stepping on some fucking glass without shoes on. And then I did another character who was a fashionista whose only goal in the zombie apocalypse was to find and collect all of the clothing and refuse to wear anything that wasn't fashionable. And that was really fun. Yeah, didn't get very far on that character. I think they didn't die. They just stopped playing. RP was fun, but the game is just really hard. It is really hard, and it's even harder when you're trying to impose limits on yourself, like having to walk around with your fancy handbag to collect clothing in the middle of a zombie apocalypse. Surviving Explorer over there? Was it the one I just deleted? Thanks. Thanks for being my eyes. That's the same thing that I wanted to do with Skyrim, though. Bill 42 made stuff a lot more difficult. Oh, yeah. Realizing why is the stream in 864-60? Where's 1080? As an affiliate, I don't have access to the amount of bitrate that would be required to stream in 1080 without packet loss. Like the way that I had it explained to me was that I have a limit on how much bitrate I'm allowed to have, and it's not enough for 1080p. So 864 looks better, and you probably don't even notice the resolution change because it's close enough to 1080. Did I do something? No, you didn't. It's been like that for a really long time. The fact that you haven't noticed means that it's fine that way as well. A couple people have asked, but it's been like that for months now. And yeah, I don't think there've been any problems. Fashionista lasted a while. Yeah, they did. Hey, Rando, if you middle click to clone a piece, does it remember the orientation or do you have to spin it again? It does not remember the orientation, no. It will remember the settings on a machine and it will remember the settings on a sign, but it will not remember orientation. Okay, I think that looks a little bit better. Couldn't handle 4K DS. 4K DS is not real and he can't hurt you, don't worry. Problem with Twitch is when you only have auto and source. Is that what you have? Or do you... Oh, it's turning nighttime. I was wondering why it was getting dark. It's the sun. The sun. Ah, oh, it's always the sun. I had also read that reducing to 864 could give people the more resolution options. Or sorry, not that it would give you more resolution options, but that it would be better for people who didn't get resolution options because it's not as demanding. Tragic. Yeah. Back to the shadows. All right. Thank you for tossing a pork bun. 169. Nice. Not right now, but it's given out to streamers as available. Yeah, it's something like... It's like a dynamic rollout. Like, they prioritize bigger streamers, I think, to allow quality options. So if it's a particularly high traffic day, then I might just not have that as an option. So having those couple viewers helps people watch in 480p. Yeah, so if there's more people in a stream, then it gets, you know, prioritized higher for, like, watchability. So yeah, you guys being here right now is helping the stream. Mechanically. Functionally. The stream is healthier. We took it to the vet, and Doc said, yep, stream's healthy. It's healthy, boy. Come back in 6 months. And we'll check up again. The streamer says I'm not toxic. Yay. Non-toxic viewership. Yep. So more viewers equals better stream in many ways. Yeah. Yeah, more viewers gives more precedence for the stream to get handed the quality adjustment settings. Put the blueprint pictures in Discord? Let me take a gander. We'll take a gander over there. Ooh, I like what I see. I like your style. I like your style. So this is a double assembler. So you got the manifold out and the manifold in on the back. Ooh, I really like this channel. Like, it's very simple to just put the pillars along the belt to support it, but it looks really good with the Mark 6s. I like that. Simple, clean, and green. Then can you walk in the back? You have like a walkable space here. Or maybe slidable space, I don't know if you can walk that. Looks nice. Pioneer for scale. Very good. Jeezy gets 1 centimeter per viewer added to his hair. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. That's why it's short today, is because there's not as many people here. You guys, tell your friends about the stream if you want my hair to get longer. It takes a while though. So like, yeah, it's not 1-to-1. You can walk between them? Nice. I love some good walkability. That reminds me, actually, I did cut my own hair the other day for the very first time. And I think it went pretty well. I don't know why. I thought it was something, because I've always just gone to barbers, and so I thought, not that I'm trying to like diminish a barber's work, their expertise, but honestly, if you just need to like cut your hair down, I don't know why I was ever paying for that. Like, if I wanted it styled, that'd be one thing, but I'm just gonna cut my own hair from now on. That's a big money saver. How many of these do I have left? I've got a couple over there. This one's gonna be weird. It's like in the wall. But I suppose that can't really be helped. Hopefully I can nudge one of these. So I want to be able to connect that fourth one. Don't know if I'll even be able to see it. Wait, what was the, trying to remember the tech for getting it under the map. I think it involves a hypertube. I think I remember how to do it. Hypertube? Yeah. I don't actually have that blueprint, because this isn't my world. But we can make one. Transport. Okay. I should put a generator in here too. Because there's actually no power in this world. Hey, hey! Hi, Quantum. What's up? How we doing today? Not bad, pretty good. Not bad, pretty good. How about you, Quantum? How are you? Assuming this is in creative, do you have access to phase 5 stuff? I do. The game tier has been completed. Actually, this is bad. I could just put an augmenter in here. Oh. I mean, maybe not. Okay, fine. Yeah, I do. I do have access to phase 5 stuff. Access to all of the phase stuff. I actually don't have... I need to give myself some advanced game settings. Alright, give myself a couple of stacks of ionized fuel. Oh, wait. I can't put... Yeah, this needs to be a fuel gen, not a biomass. Can I fit a fuel gen? Yeah, I can. Can you not load... Does ionized fuel not go in fuel-powered generators? Oh, it has to be loaded as a liquid. Okay. So I have to do a packager loop within the blue... This is so much work just to get power. I'll just do biomass with biofuel. This is a lot more complicated than it needs to be. I just grabbed the wrong type of fuel. Hypertube print like a tower, then place it after nudging it into the ground. Yeah. Yeah. Wait, why did it not give me stacks? Give me stacks. I guess you have to click it every time. Alright. Now, at least we can have power in there, and I think that is... I think that's good. I also might need a power pole inside to grab onto, just in case I want to hover around in there. Okay, I think that's it. Train station, then a straight rail, then nudge that into the wall. Yeah. I think I was doing that before, and then I heard about the hypertube method, and it was a lot easier. All this for one pipe. All this for a single drop of blood. Okay. There we go. Wait. Oh, what's this? Who put this here? Somebody's already been here. Can I just fly back out? No. Oh. That put me in kind of a weird spot, didn't it? Yeah, there's still texture over here. Oh well, we'll just do one to get out. Nope, can't go this far. Let me out! Please let me out. Have to use the tube again? Yeah, I couldn't get to the tube. There we go. Problem solved. And now in case I need that, I have it. Which actually might be good, because I think I'm going to need to get under the map to delete some of my excess buildables later. How did GZ get stuck? I walked away for 2 minutes. It's not my fault the devs made the mesh under that mountain weird. I wouldn't have done it like that, personally. I wouldn't have done it like that. You just walk back and I'm screaming for help from inside the void. Please, for the love of God, somebody get me out of here. Do I need one more of these things? I do. The land was flat before the mountain was added? Yeah, and they just meshed them together. That's some cool tech I can use to remove buildables I accidentally clipped under the world. Yeah, that, like, one weird pipe that you were trying to place that just went off into fucking nowhere. That one weird beam. Never have to worry about clogging up your U objects again. At least with those. Be clogging them up with other things. Alright, I think I'm gonna need a place for these to all connect to the ground down here. that like sticks out above the rest of this. I have to think about how I want to do that. Because it looks weird for it to just end, like, in whatever's beneath it. So it might be better to do a thick foundation, like something down here that goes around and accepts the pipes. There's already not that much room right here, though. I kind of like these things, so I'm not sure how that's gonna go. Handful of buildables in places I can't reach. The number is less than 10 objects. Yeah, it's not a lot for me either. Sometimes when you're zooping like a platform, there'll be something a little bit stuck. What it's extra nice for is those foundations or items that you can still see, but for some reason the game just will not let you delete. Those are the only ones that really bug me. I'll leave the other ones under the map, but some meshes don't line up with like how they are visibly, so there might be a little piece sticking out that you just cannot target for the life of you. Alright, it looks like we're gonna need to break out the under the map again. One more time. I can't quite put it where I want it. Is it gonna let me connect these things? Might not want me to. Oh yeah, I think this server actually has no power restrictions, so I didn't even need to mess around with adding a generator. That was unnecessary. Oh yeah, I also didn't need to go into the map there, because those ones just connect. Okay. That's a good start. I really like that. I think... Do I want to continue with this style? I might want the billboards in here, in the middle. Just try it. Easy enough to remove it if I don't like it. That'll make it an established pattern if I do it like this, though. Could have just made it a blueprint and clipped it that way. Yeah, could have. Could have. It would have been faster than doing the pipes along this whole thing, too. But hindsight is 20/20, as they say. I don't... Well, that's kind of doing it for me. I like that. I want more of this color. I want more of this sign color, just like a... My god. The sun.
The power of the sun. Palm of my hand.
Who's that? Who's that? Five funny points for anybody who can tell me who that is. Slowly but surely progressing through my logistics river factory. I have seen a couple of updates on that. It's looking very colorful. Looking very colorful. Some windows. Oh, just leaving it open is good. And maybe I make this like a glass floor so it can shine up onto the pipes. Just shines through a little bit better. Yeah, I like that. Big glass floor guy. That's just a little hard to nudge them where I want them, though. Wonder how I should color code my belts in my river? Only have 2 colors there at the moment. You color code the belts in your river. You can just make a rainbow. With Roy G. Biv guiding your hand. With red as the simplest material. And violet as the most complex. Or maybe I could just leave this open. Do like a beam along the top. Color for each of the different levels. Or that. Yeah, you can do that too. Ooh, I kind of do like that. I just left it open. Got some ads coming up in about 40 seconds. Everybody run. Everybody flee. I really wish I could do a rounded glass like that. That would be absolutely sick. Yeah, so what's better? Is the glass floor better? I mean, both of them let the pipes shine through. Or the light shine through the pipes. Sucks to suck for the nerds getting the ads. Ah, that's true. Thankfully, you're not getting them. Thankfully, everybody is subscribed. Yes? Or at the very least has leveraged their Twitch Prime into a subscription for them. Because they just have it sitting around, and they might as well. I think I actually do like it better with it closed off. That might be better. We'll just go back. Don't need to overcomplicate it. Also unsure about the color palettes of the machine since they're all on top of a bright pink floor. Yeah, I don't know. You'd kind of... Like in a lot of cases, I want my floors to be very basic colors, and then have a contrast of that. But you already have the contrast. So maybe white? It's not super exciting, but... Yeah, not really sure what else you could do. Like, white or black. But that doesn't sound like your style. Maybe just make them a different, more vibrant shade of pink. Black with red or gold to contrast. Yeah, black would definitely contrast really nicely with the bright. I think black and gold could look really good. Oh man, it's such a shame that you can't use the finishes within a color swatch. Like you can individually color swatch something gold or copper, but I would really like to be able to combine them in a regular swatch. I think that would be cool. So you could have like a matte color and a reflective color at the same time. All right, let's clear out the grass here. Where did my nuke go? Oh, I think it cleared my inventory. Oh well. Wait a minute. Is this me? Am I having an out-of-body experience? I think this might actually be me. Alright, you fucker. Give me back my items. Give me them back. Return them to me. Where'd the box go? Where'd the box go? Is it underneath? Oh, there it is. Yep, that was me. What happened? That's weird. Shit, I'm gonna get banned for self-harm. Separate, but what kind of products like iron is gray, silver, or electronics as green and gold? Ooh, I like electronics as green and gold. Like mimic a circuit board. how did I make this circle? I must have used the curve builder to make it, because it's not, there's not really a good center. But I guess this is a pretty good center. Should be fine. Guess we'll check. There we go. That's about the middle. Yeah, I do kind of like the lower ring. And it comes back up. Nope, don't want to adjust scale. Do I want to do it like that? I think it might be better to remake the circle like this. With it slightly lower down. Wait, did I just have noodle build mode on my foundations? Did anybody else see that? My foundations are extra noodly. Okay, so we can have this, and I think make that like a dark color. So it contrasts nicely. I'll go around this way. Then I'm gonna want something spiraling up the middle. I want to spiral the pipes up the middle. As many of them as I can. We'll see how many I actually have. Okay, 4, 8, 16, 32, and then I don't know if I guess I kind of want to include all of them. So I will do 36. Well, if I can, that might be hard. Maybe I should build this in a blueprint designer so that I can actually... Ooh, wait, one more thing I wanted to try. I kind of want this to look like the inductor. Maybe I can run the pipes like this. What would this connect to then? Is that how I have these? I feel like these are all connected. Oh yeah, it's just that the other ones are also connected to the next one. That's right. I don't know. I don't know if the vibe here is that this is an inductor or if this is the original idea for this was that this is bringing the cooling fluid over to the cooling towers that are around the place. But you know what? If this looks cooler, who am I to argue? We'll just have to see. Damn, I just ghosted QS. Oh, Quantum? You better apologize. Should probably say you're sorry. Looks like an arc reactor. You bet it does. You bet your bottom dollar it does. It was definitely the inspiration for a lot of these pieces. It looks more connected. It feels like this is too flimsy though. Maybe I could do a double. Send 2 of the pipes over. So like send this one over to there. And this one over to here. I think the curves are gonna overlap though. Yeah, they will. I mean, neither is bad. I'm gonna have a good style no matter what I choose, but I just don't know which one I want to go for. I do really like the curvy on that one. Okay, well, I mean, that's good either way. It doesn't matter. Try and get the center. Focus on building the center. Looks fine for me. You think so with the single pipe? Okay, we'll keep it for now, because I do like the curvy. It kind of mimics the wrapping on that a little bit more. Actually, yeah, if I was gonna take some extra inspiration from this, we could make these white. I think that looks quite a bit better. Give it some contrast. We want to do white on these as well. Heard a noise, so I thought the doggos broke something. Did they? Are they in trouble? Or are they good doggos? There we go. And then I really like these double signs. But I'm not sure where I would end up putting them. Okay, let me try and recall my my vision of this. So I wanted a big spire with spiraling pipes going up it, and then put some lights in the middle. I mean, basically, like, very similar to this. And then encase it in glass, and have something wrapped around the glass. With, like, that's Ada's brain. The idea. Since this is the main frame enlarged, is there anything to show, like, some giant eyes looking in the glass, so to speak? There could be. We could do, like, a big face. We could do, what's that, the System Shock angry computer lady? Could do something like that. They bark at everything, yeah. Doggos do be doing that. Alright, I'm gonna break out the Mega Printer again. I think this is looking good though. I really like the way that looks from above. I think it creates some really nice contrast between the yellow. Like it's not just all yellow anymore. I think I might have to do this one. This is gonna lag a lot. I hope nobody else is on the server. I didn't see anybody. God. It's so big. Uh. That. Oh my god, it's freezing that much from just trying to nudge it one time. Seven. It lags for 7 seconds whenever I try and nudge it around. Okay. Well, let me just remove these then. I don't even want it. I'll just put it over here. I don't want it to be that wide. I just want it to be very tall. Maybe I could use the 24 tall one. Let's try. A hand reaching for the power button to shut down the race. There was actually a different area that before I claimed this spot, I was going to claim a different spot and try and do a big hand. I don't know if I could do a big hand. Yeah, I don't feel confident that I could. Sculpting like real looking things or living looking things is hard. Very hard. That is fun though. That is fun. If I had more skill, if I had more knowledge in doing stuff like that, then yeah. So that is the height of the 24 one. I think I am going to use the 48 one. Just get ready for the lag. Yep, it's just fully stopped. Hey Rice, what's up, brother? Your daily table has been flipped, I see. Hands are hard. They are hard. Like, it's weird because you think it's just a hand. Like, why is it hard? But it's hard. I'm just going to sit and wait. If you had a degree in beamcraft, like excited, then it wouldn't be a problem. I actually wonder if he could do a hand. He's an actual artist though. He probably could. Oh my god, there's one fucking ore node over here that would stop me. That's really tall. I don't need it to be that tall. Mega printer, nice. Yeah, mega printer. I should have just left the mega printer that I already had. I forgot how hard it is to place them down. It's really tough. And the lag is like moving me around. I think I'm falling. Yeah, I'm falling. I'm gonna fall into the void because of this. Stop. God, I should have just left the mega printer. Why? I don't know why I started falling. Okay, maybe I won't blueprint it then. Maybe I'll just build it. The red screen of evil. Yeah. Dough for cookies and it's cooling in the fridge. Pretty good so far. Nice. What kind of cookies? Maybe like that's a good size. I'm gonna have to blueprint it though, because yeah, it's gonna try and clip into this cliffside. I guess figuring out the size first is a good idea though. I also want this face to be flat. So I guess I'll have to do 16. Okay, fine. I'll just go fight with the blueprinters again. One more time. I have a creative world. I mean, this world doesn't even have that much in it. But yes, I can see why. I wouldn't want to do this stuff in my main save. Alright, we're nearly there. I guess I could just place it down and delete those. It really wasn't this bad before. I don't know why suddenly it's so laggy. Trust the mega printer in your main save? Yeah, that's reasonable. Super soft, fall apart in your hands, chocolate chip. Nice. Alright, I got my Nobelisk detonator back. Where are me nukes? Get rid of the stuff peeking through. Oh, 2 for the price of 1, huh? Also did not work. I don't trust the mod printer at all. Well, it's very unstable, that's for sure. Hello? My curve build mode has disappeared. Okay, so we want this as a starting point for curling the pipes around. Once I have that, I can tear it all down. Guess I should figure out exactly how tall this thing is gonna be. I think if it were to stop, like... I don't know, proportions are hard. Maybe like a 2/3 of the way up the rock? I don't know if that's a good height. This wall is bugging me. Maybe I could make... Maybe I can make the beginning of it in repeatable segments so that I can change the height. That'd be hard, though, to do a continuous spiral all the way up. How wide? It's gonna be... whatever the 16-sided curve mod says it's gonna be. It's gonna be about 5 foundations. About 5 foundations across. Well, how tall is this right now? Or to start at the bottom, it'd be 23. Maybe I'll just start spiraling the pipes up and see how that looks. Hello, biggest intellectus. How are you today? Here, I want all of them coming out of the ground at no angle, and then beginning to angle. I said I had 36 of them. I think I'm just gonna do every other, though. Which this actually, is this even gonna work? Because this is an even number. This might not work. Although the backside is gonna be completely hidden in the mountain. So we can just do it like this. And it doesn't matter if the backside lines up or not. Generically speaking, the most efficient cylinder is h equals 2r, where h is height and r is radius. So the height equals 2 times the radius. When you say efficient cylinder, is that just, like, are you talking about creating one that looks proportional? It has the most volume with the least total surface area. Would that be a consideration that I should actually be making for Ada's core? I mean, it's Ada's core. It would definitely be the most efficient thing, you know? Ada can be a power pole. It is the most circular possible cylinder. The most volume with the least total. I think that actually, yeah, that does make sense. Height equals 2 times radius. So, wait, I always forget the difference between, radius and diameter. Okay, radius is half. Okay. Well, wait, if... So this thing would have to be, very, very chode-coded, right? Because if an ideal cylinder, you're basically describing like one of those fluid tanks. Like very short, round fluid tanks. Radius is halfway diameter, thank you. For some reason, I always take the die in diameter to mean that it would take 2 of them to make up the across of the circle, but that's not what that means. So height equals 2 times, if height equals 2 times radius, then this would only be like 5, it would only be 5 foundations tall. Well, no, I guess it would be 10 foundations tall because a foundation is twice as wide as it is tall. So it would be very short. It would be like here. Okay. Well, then I won't be applying that, unfortunately. I wanted to see if I could if I could throw in a little thing like that, but partially overlapping. Oh, I see. Because it's starting in the floor. Don't want that. That was a good shout, though. I think my vision of what Ada's core looks like is probably going to be a tad different than the most efficient possible cylindrical shape. No problem, just got the math out for a minute. Yeah, that's fine. You know, I think this is more appropriate anyway. Because it's, you know, it's me building Ada's core. Which means, of course, I'm not going to do it in the way that she would want. Okay. And then...
Fixit has logged an inefficiency in your factory, Pioneer.
Wow.
Addressing this promptly will improve
Wow.
functioning, but unfortunately cannot recover my respect for you.
If I can ask a distracting question, do you or chat have any ideas for what to build at the big waterfalls? Without making yet another damn TM. Without making another dam. First thing that comes to my mind is a ship that's about to go over the edge. I don't know how helpful that is. I feel like my brain is a bit dam coded, so I might not be the right person to ask about that. I love a good dam. Kinda hard for me to imagine a different thing to go across that. I'm not actually sure. Oh, okay. That's not gonna look good at all. So I could just go up and then between them. We'll see how that looks. It's not gonna be a perfect spiral if I do that though. But perfect spiral may be a little hard. No, that's not gonna look good. Try a little, I think that's a little bit higher than I tried before. They're still gonna be weird at the bottom. Got a rail system spanning the waterfall. Yeah. Do something like that. And just like leave it open so that it's not a dam. 2, 3. Let's see how that goes. I think it's going to start out a little weird. Maybe I should transition to these as quickly as possible. I think once I do that, it's going to be fine. Or I could just start with that and cover up the entire bottom. Like right here. How much is that? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Some big bridges. A water treatment plant with a sign says that's a sign that says not a dam. Definitely not a dam. That's good. So I'm generating some good ideas. Clip the start into the ground? Yeah. I think I will. It's a lot easier because this isn't actually functional, so it doesn't have to be. Would that look better with curve mode? Maybe. I feel like noodle is going to be more consistent all the way up, though. But let's see. I'll do one of them up with curve and one of them up with noodle, and we can compare. Also make sure I'm doing from the same direction, both ways. Going from the bottom to the top. Are these different? This 1, 2, then the top of the third one. 1, 2. Oh, they are different. Okay. I think this one looks a little better. I might need to just raise everything up by one foundation. Structure that captures the falling water. Yeah. What if a structure that captures the falling water and perhaps uses the natural force of the water to turn a turbine to generate oh shit. Oops. Sorry. You said not a dam. Never mind. Almost need to place a blueprint onto the blueprint. I think I can do it. I think I got it. We're just refining the shape. I think that looks pretty clean. Yeah, that's pretty good. New structure. New structure. Yes. I think the bendier segment would look cooler when repeated. Yeah, it could be that this only looks weird because it hasn't been repeated yet. But I'll try one with the noodle mode. See which one looks better. Okay, let's try the next one with noodle. So we want to start like this. Go over here, do 1, 2, 3, 4. And do here. So there's a little bit of a gap between these. Because I want you to be able to see something in the middle. A little glowy pillar. I'm going to delete the concrete once this is all done and put a big glowy pillar in there. Like inset a little bit to create some depth and parallax. Microplastic reclamation center and make plastic at the bottom. That's actually sick. I think that's the best idea so far. That's really cute. Oh wait, I'm not doing this one with noodle, am I? Okay, let's get the last little support place down then. And I will try it with noodle. Noodle. God, I love pipes. I love pipes as decorations. These are so fun to work with. Oops. Noodle is definitely straighter. I think I like the curvature of the curve boys. They're still not perfect. I don't know how to make them better, but yeah, curve is definitely the way to go. I might not have the right ratio of rise to run, but it's pretty close. Oh, I'm doing noodle again. Oops. Accidental noodle. All right. Pretty good. Not bad, pretty good. I don't know, it still kind of bugs me. I don't know what to change to make it different, though. I feel like it might just look like this because of how close the pipes are together. Like, you notice that the ones at the bottom are trying to curve differently than the ones at the top. They have to stay as close to the pillar as I want them. Alright. Let's just, let's keep going. Is this too wide, though, before I keep going? I'm gonna go place it down here. Do a size test. It might be too wide, actually. So I want glowy pillar on the inside, then pipes, then a layer of glass, and then something protruding from that that wraps around the entire core. So I don't know if that's proportionately okay. Might have to make it smaller. Slightly greater vertical jump between the pipe supports. You think that would help with the curviness? Could try that. These pipes build themselves really weird. I'm not a fan. Okay, so what if I were to then do a wall of glass around this? Okay, maybe it is a good size, actually. If I make it too much smaller, then the pipes will be closer together, and I won't be able to see through them as well. Maybe the wall of glass is too much. If I could get a continuous pane that did not have the frames on the side, it would be different. So I kind of want something like that. And then maybe like halfway up. Have another one of these rings wrapping around. And sticking out. Maybe slightly more on this one. Put whatever design for Ada's face or her core, or maybe what I want to do is make it look like a big CPU, but like a cool one. Big CPU with a bunch of glowy tendrils kind of coming off of it in every direction to make it look like she's plugged in. How is that for the ratio? I feel like it probably also needs to be flattened. Like a flat face to put things on. To do flattened with the rounded corners. Like I was doing down here. Hold on, I saw it. Would Ada have a rounded CPU? Or would she have a spiky CPU? I guess this is just the bracket. Would Ada have a CPU that has her name on it? Would just like say Ada across the middle. Big letters. Ah, the corners are so fucked. I hate them. I don't know why they have to be that color. I might just end up covering it up then with signs. As much as I can, at least. I could also make it a matte black. And that might kind of fix this problem. Round is what the broader design speaks to me. I think so too, because there's a lot of rounded design elements in this build. I think rounded is going to be better. How does that look for ratio? Like ratio of height to width. If I capped it off there and like stretched the glass up, maybe this was the top. I think that looks pretty good actually. For height. We can socket the big chip into there. The windows may have to go. I'm not sure I'm a big fan of the windows. Linux users' ears perking up. All right. Yeah, let's get rid of the windows. Maybe just leave it open. The windows are also gonna become opaque at a distance, which is never good. You don't want to hide the beauty. Yeah, I think that's gonna look way better. I don't want the pipes clipping through this, though. But I think this is a good size for this piece. Maybe I will make it a tiny bit smaller. I use Arch, by the way. Arch is a Linux, but I made a joke. Oh, okay. You're an Arch kind of guy? I mean, I like circles myself. But, you know, you go off. I like saying that something is a Linux. If I did it like that size, 14. That way the pipes will be slightly further in. Circlix? Yeah, that's my favorite one. Yeah, definitely. To use Linux after one too many Windows update shenanigans. I am fucking convinced at this point that like all of my problems would just disappear if I switched. I don't know if anybody has been here to hear me bitch about how sometimes I'll turn my computer on and I'll just be logged out of literally every fucking program that I own. It happened again today. You know what else fucking happened today? I tried to use my password manager to log into Twitch like I normally do. Fucking Opera uninstalled my Bitwarden. My extensions were gone. All of them. I had to reinstall them. I had to reinstall 7TV. So I had to fucking manually send my goddamn Google password from my phone to my computer to log in to my Opera. Yeah, that's probably not a Windows problem, but it is a tech problem that I'm going to complain about. I'll never miss an opportunity to complain about a tech problem. Use half foundations for that outer ring, then it might not clip the pipes. Half foundations for the outer ring, you say. I wouldn't be able to use ramps if I did half foundations. I guess I could angle the half foundations if I did that, though. I'll try smaller. I'll try smaller. I should probably save this as a second blueprint, though, just in case. I was thinking that maybe it looked a little bit too,
if Intel ever wants to
big
return
anyway.
to the top of microchip production, they should watch your stream, as your copper tubes wound around a colon is
Why
the
is it
most
duplicate?
elegantly designed heatsink I've seen, and the fact that it's wounded would actually have a physical advantage on cooling.
Brian, cool it!
And the fact that it's wounded would actually have a physical advantage
Brian,
on
chill.
cooling a chip in the real world.
John, thank you for the 100 bits. If Intel ever wants to return to the top of microchip production, they should watch your stream, as your copper tubes wound around a colon is the most elegantly designed heatsink I've seen. And the fact that it's wounded would have actual physical advantage on cooling a chip in the real world. Thank you. I don't know why Brian went fucking off there. Wound? Yeah, I think wound. I realized as I was saying it that wounded doesn't make any sense. It would look fucking sick as well. Intel, if you're listening. I've been trying to fix that as well. For some reason, Brian just doubles up on all of his messages. I can't fix that either. He just gets really excited. Yeah, Brian's just as amazed as I am. I love a good coiled copper wire. It's true. Honestly, they should just start making things that look thick as hell. Just because. What is going on here? There we go. Oh. Analytics for nearly 3 years now. I got fed up with microslop before it was cool. Before it was cool. Am I misremembering this? I thought I read something about the French Parliament moving officially away from Windows as like their operating system. Somebody, actually, that may have been something that somebody posted in the Discord, because I know that's a hot topic. As of late. I hope they're fucking scrambling. Let's try one more foundation removed. See if that helps. The wound heat pipe design increases the cool-off area without adding to the height of the component. I assume it would increase the cooling performance of a chip by 20%. Wow, look at me. I didn't even know that. I'm just building what I think looks cool. And I'm out here designing something efficient. Okay, to get a better ring, I may have to build something in the middle of this too. So let me try and figure out the pattern that this would need. Munich has an on-off relationship with Microsoft systems too. Sorry, Microslob. Apparently the astronauts do as well. Saw a meme earlier today that said, inside you there are two outlooks and neither of them are working. I got a good chuckle out of that one. Hello, Loadador. I got 40 out of 40. Good job. Well done. Here, ignore that ad warning. We're gonna snooze those. They were kind of sneaking up on me. Good job, dude. On my very last build, what is your final build gonna be? Okay, so that's up like 2.25 foundation. Oh, this is gonna get really weird. So I think this one has to be like right there. I don't know if that looks better. It honestly, it looks fine from far away, which I think is good enough. So I think I'm just gonna go back to my old pattern. Pouring everything into Herald of Agony. Oh, nice. Nice, nice. Misaligned pipes. Bendier would look really good at scale. The misaligned pipes. What do you mean? You mean like these ones? How they like wrap between two different things? You have many German audience in your engineering stream. How does it feel being made aware of that? Well, I know that Germans are peak engineers. That's fine. I'm half German myself. That's why I'm so fucking pale. When you had the supports a bit too high initially. Oh, you think so? When I had the supports a bit too high. So I had them, it was 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I was doing them on top of this one. What if I went like 6? We go up 6. You think so? I could give it a try. Okay, so that one's at the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the top of the 6th one. I'll keep going. I'm not a fan of it yet, but sometimes things do look better when there's more of them. And we'll go on to the next one. It's not so hard to build these things out. Oh yeah, especially if I have the reference of the other one nearby. Becomes a lot easier to just eyeball where the next one needs to go. Figure making it bendier might look better than almost smooth with a little bend, but it might be the wrong call. That's a fair assumption though, that because I'm struggling to make it look like a perfect circle, or a perfect curve, that maybe it would be better to just have, like lean into that. Is that kind of what you're thinking? Lean into the imperfection and try and have it be a design element. I like that. We can definitely try it out. I'm not attached to anything right now. We're trying a lot of stuff out. I'll give it one more. I'll give it one more to impress me. Then I think I'm going back to my other design. Just looks really messy. If I curve it from the top down, is that going to give me a different, slightly different curvature? Not panning out too well now. No, maybe not. But it was worth a try. Also, I think I misplaced those.
Yeah. I can't say I'm a fan. Alright, we're gonna tear it all down. Okay.
Worth an attempt, though. Spirals are hard. Good-looking spirals are hard. Yeah, I misplaced these. Okay, if this is the curve that I'm doing, I have an easier way to do this, I think. Let's go into the other blueprint designer. And that should be the right size. Of answering an email only for the department to contact me 2 months later saying I never answered them. It's awesome. Isn't there like a record of that? Where you can be like, actually, motherfucker, look at this. Take a gander at this. Son of a bitch. Stinky. Okay. And just take that and build that up as much as I need. Pipe supports. Because we do have about 40 seconds until some ads. Just so you know. Use that to my advantage. Answered the same day they sent me the correspondence. Yeah, like, I feel like it would behoove them to check. Like, look kind of foolish. Look kind of foolish saying that. Did I scroll past it? It might be misaligned with this centerpiece. Nope, it's not. There we go. And one more at the top for good measure. Way easier. Now, we just gotta place them all together. And maybe could have used auto-connect for this. I don't know if it would have worked, though. I don't think auto-connect works between empty pipe connectors. I think I would actually need a segment of pipe in there to make it work. I think I've severely underestimated how much plastic and rubber I'm making in the original 4 drone ports. 2 for each material. It's now increased to 4 each. Hopefully it will be enough. You got too much to carry. Look at all my plastic, all my rubber. Missing one. How does this look, actually? I think that's a good start. So many goddamn pipes, though. It's very tall. Wait, should I check? I'm gonna take this down and check if it's actually the right size now. 9,000 rubber and plastic a minute? Yeah, that's quite a bit, brother. That's kind of a lot. There we go. Okay, I think that's a little bit better so that there's a gap in between this. The pipes may still clip, but if they do, then I guess I'll just settle for using half foundations, or maybe I'll just make this circle bigger. I think that is good, though. And then Ada can wear her her heavyweight title championship belt over the top. What do you need that much plastic and rubber for? What's it going towards? What's the end goal? I have no fucking clue. My brother. Dab me up right fucking now, brother. Ooh, yeah. Building factories when you have no fucking clue what you're gonna do with the output? That is my fucking jam. That is the right answer. That's how I know you're building just for the sake of building. When I'm done with my aluminum factory, I'm gonna have 2 factories that I don't know what the outputs are for. Hoarding wealth like a dragon. In the form of, steel and aluminum byproducts.
More oil.
Alright, Denethor, calm the fuck down. Made this so I could have some for my main base, and I only need 1,200. Oops, accidentally made 9,000. Whoopsie. Just a slight miscalculation was had. Ooh. I'm sad to have my last sip of tea, but that last sip is always the sweetest. All of the sugar just settled to the bottom. Consume. Consume. Live, laugh, consume. No. Bad pipe. Oops, I just made climate change 10 times worse. Sorry, guys. I was aiming for 2 times worse, but oops. That's okay. Look how lush this planet is. It could use some climate change, honestly. Alright. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'm not going to bother replacing it until I have the rest of it down. The rest of the design in place. Okay. So now I want some rounded signs on the inside. Which means we enter the back rooms. Leave that as a reference. I guess it's centered in the designer, actually. I don't need that. Can I just grab it from the outside? Oh, I can. Okay, I thought the pipes would get in the way. There's enough space to grab. Most of the time. There we go. Okay, we got a nice pipe spiral. And now I need some signs in the middle. Spiral coil pipes looking good. Thank you, Zero. I think they're pretty much the way that I want them. They're pretty close. And then this should be good enough for kind of circular signs that go through the middle. Did I crash the game? I may have crashed the server. I feel like I wasn't doing that much. But it is very unresponsive all of a sudden. Oh, there we go. Just a little lag. Just a little. I've done way more than that without it crashing, so I guess, yeah, just a little lag. Actually want to use a medium or small billboards. This could look really good with a gradient on it. Rip. Not quite. Brought it back. Brought it back from the dead. I think I'm gonna blueprint this too, because placing all these signs is gonna be such a pain. Yeah, I guess once I get the signs down, it'll be easier to put the patterns on them. I'm gonna want... How tall? How tall is this again? (16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21). I guess I don't want all of the curves, actually. Oops. I just want a single foundation. 21 up. Oh, how am I gonna deal with the weird bit at the top? I guess I'll find something to clip that into. Alright, do I do a gradient up? Good try. So if there's 21 signs, probably like, maybe we could do 22. Do, 0.78 divided by 22. Change it by 0.035 every time. And just change it by 0.03 every time. Or you could make a spoked thing at the top that connects to the pipes. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna have something at the top. I probably should, because otherwise it's just gonna be open. I might have the pipes come back down We'll see. We shall see. Nice. Nope. Can you even tell that that's a gradient? Maybe it needs less emission strength. Put a screenshot of the drone port in the Discord. Let's take a look. A drone. Oh, is this in the back of your cathedral? That looks very neat. Very nicely organized. You just added some extra drones to cover up the, what, 10 times extra oil and plastic and rubber that you were making? What is this also? Ooh, that looks very nice. What is that? Kind of hard to make out. But it looks nice. Satisfactory screenshots are always kind of problematic. With less emission, you can tell a little bit better that it's a gradient. Maybe it will be fine if I just keep putting it up, though. Still need to decorate the back and finish the walls. Yeah. But I like the structure of it. Those are Mark 6 lifts. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've never seen a Mark 6 lift. Like, never actually used one. They're fully enclosed, right? So they don't actually render items moving. It's like lifts with signs. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, they're too fast. I'm really excited to get access to Mark 6 belts and go back and put them in some of my older factories. I feel like the difference between having Mark 5 belts and Mark 6 belts is like huge for design elements. You can kind of tell that's a gradient. The other option is to do a more extreme gradient, but have it fade away from the core. So do like double the gradient strength up and down, but start the brightest point of the gradient at the core in the middle, and then have it fade away on either side. That might also look nice, now that I'm thinking about it. But we'll try this first. I wonder how the pipes place themselves. They place weird. I don't like it. Makes me uncomfortable. Hello, let me out. I can't actually see the pipes yet. Take too long to build. Also be making concrete. You never have too much concrete. Do you consider a 2-color gradient? I would consider a 2-color gradient. Might need some help with that one, though. I don't think I can just reduce the value of my signs for that one. But, yeah, I wouldn't be opposed if it felt like it was working. Try out a couple different settings. They place the same way you made the blueprint? No, I don't know. I don't remember if I built them up or down. I think I built them up. Yeah, I definitely built them up. And they were placing down. So, no. Alright. That's a good core. I really do like the gradient. I think it looks nice. Let's go slap it in there. We could try some different gradient settings. Normally write some quick code, but there are probably websites to compute the codes for gradients. Oh yeah, I'm sure there are. I think I might even have one. I've never tried it with a 2-color gradient though. Okay. I don't know how to line this up. I'll do this. Okay, that's in a good spot. Oh, jump scared. Pioneer jump scare. Humble AI limiter. I feel like she probably doesn't have an AI limiter. You have to wait for all of the signs to turn on. Every time I want to test this, I have to wait for all the pipes to place and then all the signs to turn on. It does look maybe a little bit disproportionate now. I don't know, maybe it could be a little bit taller. Does look good? Thanks. Try out maybe some other gradient types. I was going to try out some vertical gradients on the signs themselves, or horizontal gradients on the signs themselves, because I think that can also look really good. Nearly done. There it is. So that's pretty close to what I wanted. I think that looks really nice. I do need something to receive it at the top, though, for sure. I wonder what the view is like when you're coming back Because this is, like, you're not going to see this on the way out, but you're going to see it on the way back. So you're driving from here. That looks pretty fucking cool. You can see the backside of the loop that you just jumped through. And then you can spend quite a bit of time looking at this before you're curving off to go the other way. Do the pipes clip through? Maybe a tiny bit, but it's okay. I wonder what two-color gradient would look good, if there is one. Also, I do kind of want to try and make this up. So how big did I make this? 3 tall, not including the bits on the bottom. AG's hope stream is going great today. I got stuff to do, so I can't say, but I want to say hi. Hi, voice. Yeah, stream is going great. Thank you for popping in and saying hello. I hope that whatever you have to do today goes equally well. And I'll see you around, brother. I think the same blue from the bottom ring and orange on top could look cool. Same blue from the bottom ring, and or you mean like within the gradient? So do from orange to blue? I have to see if I do the blue on the on an upper ring. Because if I do the blue on an upper ring, I might just say orange in the middle. I'll come back to that though. I want to create Ada's belt buckle. We'll come back and do some more on the signs. Yeah, I guess this one doesn't want to build. Computer. You know what? That's disrespectful. Supercomputer. What color did I have this? Is it chrome or was it unpainted? I think maybe it was just black. Yeah. Okay. Then I want to do signs around the side to highlight the edge of it. Might have to do some finagling to get this angle, but I think I can. Wonder if this would be a good time to do the frame floor curving. Get myself some snapping points for the signs. It's not exact, but it might help. Yeah, it could. Okay. They're gonna stick out a different amount. Okay, why is this one set back like that? Okay, let's try and replace this one more time. But I think I'm onto something with that. Might just have to place the signs along the side to be the same inset as these ones, because this is going to be hard to say, like, be the exact same offset. I could also do it like this way, halfway up, and then nudge them back to do the bottom. Maybe that would help. I don't know. I need my monocle. That's hell. Alright, if I do a solid color on these, is it gonna actually look good? There's still lines in between them for some reason, but only some of them. Because the offset is different enough, I guess. I think this is probably close to the best I'm gonna get, though. Also, it's not quite to the edge. I have to do a little bit of manual adjustment. I don't think this is taking it all the way to the edge where I want it to be. And then down here, it's sticking out way more than the edge. Yeah, because these are not the same circle. Okay. Well. What if I just adjust the entire thing around this curve then? And have this stick out a tiny bit. Okay. Good. I think this will work fine. This is eyeballed. So hopefully it doesn't cause any problems in the future. That looks good though. I like that. Building the columns for the back wall, but I couldn't fit another. So I made one that was under construction. You made like an intentionally under construction one. That's some good flavor. I like a little bit of flavor. Oh fuck, this is gonna stick out past the blueprint designer. Damn it. I needed to build it elevated. Okay, hold on. Sometimes this works and sometimes it doesn't. I don't know what determines that. It will be all the problems. It's satisfactory. Yeah. Set directory as Ada's CPU. I can't do that. Maybe I shouldn't overwrite that one though. I'll do one just to make sure it actually saves within... Yes, it does. Okay. Good. So jealous of Uncle Sam. Just watch Jake's YouTube. 2 a.m. and my brain and OCD has been activated. What is the Uncle Sam thing? You're jealous of Uncle Sam? That's a good name, honestly. Does that look pretty close? I think so. Gonna be close enough. Did a community highlight from his Discord member Uncle Sam. The Tower to the Sky Nuke Factory. Hell yeah. What a name. What a name to be rocking that build. What should I eat today, fellow pioneers? The thing that jumped into my mind was pizza. Because I really want pizza. I really want a nice, like, a buffalo chicken pizza. Or barbecue chicken. I just want some chicken on a pizza. In some form. That's my vote. I don't know. What do you guys think? What's the best pioneer food for today? Tailberries should be considered. They are nutritious. Good for the pioneer on the go. I still really want a Subway sandwich. I did not go and get a Subway the last time that I gushed about it. Made myself eat leftovers. Okay, pretty close right there. Just want some, like, chicken and cheese. Oh, you know what'd be fucking, what would slap right now? Is like one of those chicken Kievs with, like, the melted cheese in the middle. Oh. Or, no, that's cordon bleu. I think Kiev is different. Get some fucking ham in there. Oh my god. Send me straight to chicken heaven. Been eating a lot lately. Need to get that back in control. Just like more than you should. Gotta do something else with your hands. Like build the factory. Then you won't be tempted. Ooh, that nudge is weird. Why is it like that? I guess I might be able to ignore it. If I just overlap these things less. Last 2 weeks I was having food 5 times a day. like meals 5 times a day? And that is quite a lot. Unless you're doing like bulking. Now do the same pattern without mods? Why would I do that? Why would I do that? Go do your taxes without a calculator. Come back to me. Always a naysayer. Oh, this doesn't look quite right. Space whale tick in my electronics factory? You know what must be done. You know what must be done. Ooh, this is not lining up. Maybe I should build the curve from this side then. I'll just try and build it. It should be fine from this side. Only a little off from the other side. Not bulking. In fact, I'm trying to lose 5 more. Oh, I got you. Oh, what the fuck is up with my eyes? Was it allergy? Allergy time? It is spring. I've actually been trying to put some weight back on lately. A lot of my old clothes don't fit me anymore. Because I was just like not eating for a couple months. Can't really be doing that. Not a good idea. You're funny to me. I'm having a complete conversation on YouTube comments with 2 other people every 5 minutes. Like some email. We're sending new messages. Sometimes that happens to me too with my comments. People just hanging out in the comments, having a chat. Oh god, why are these so off? It's bugging the shit out of me. I think I know how to fix it. Turn-based chatting. Did it not just place that? Fucker, come on. I just built you. I made you. I can unmake you. Talking about the new truck path and sharing each other things we found testing. You find anything interesting? Better not yell at me for trying to put these too close to each other. Okay, that should be better now. Speaking of eating, I had food. What'd you have? Steamed broccoli, sweet corn, and a cheesy bow tie pasta with turkey sausage. Oh my god, that sounds so fucking good. Where is my frame floor circle? Where is it? Where does it keep going? Am I lagging the server too much? Where is my goddamn frame floor circle? Please, click. What? What the fuck? What? I clicked to place it and it just uncurved itself. Is it because there's shit in here? Out of here. Sounds so tasty? It does. Went through a period of not eating as well. Had to live with family for a bit. Yeah, that sucks. Like, not feeling a desire to eat is hard. Posted that YouTube on Discord. Have a look. It has some nice tips for new pathings. Okay. Legend DS crashed the server on this stream. This is not even close to server crashing behavior. I've crashed the server a couple of times. Okay, click. Now it's built. Okay, so it was something to do with that then. Good, at least it was an easy fix. And are both of these gonna be in the same spot, the right spot? Watching Food Network and YouTube saved my appetite on numerous occasions. For me, when it was happening, I didn't even realize that I didn't have an appetite. Like, I just ate a lot less, and I wasn't hungry. I just ended up losing a lot of weight, which is really scary when you don't do physical exercise. Like, just realizing that you're losing a shitload of weight. I think it was also caused by stress. Like, I was just so fucking anxious all the time that I was literally burning calories in my sleep. Combine that with hardly eating, and I'm like, my pants don't even fit me anymore. Still. They would just fall right off me. Guy's whole thing is testing stuff in Satisfactory recently, so we've been going back and forth all day today. We love that. We love the testers. Figuring stuff out for the rest of us. I don't have the patience to sit there and do testing, like structured testing. Okay. Brother. What the McFuck? Hello? Why are you like this? So both sides are fine, but the middle doesn't meet correctly. Please teach me that technique. What, this? Or the... What, you talk about the food. You don't want that technique. That technique is fucking awful. Accrue a PTSD amount of trauma and just like mull it over for days and weeks and years, and then you'll lose a few extra pounds. You don't want that. That's not good. Okay, I don't know what the fuck is happening here. I'm so confused, because this is aligned with both that and that. I am confusion. Is it not? Did something happen? I mean, it's kind of misaligned, but it shouldn't be that misaligned. This is like way more misaligned than that. Shit. I don't know how to fix this. Tech of losing weight and sleep? Well, it wasn't really losing weight and sleep, it was losing sleep to panic attacks. Even now, sometimes I listen to restaurant ambient noise before I eat. Does that help? Like the sound of people clanking their spoons and bowls together? We might just have to do like micro adjustments all the way down to try and get this to align. Have them be slightly off the whole way. Lost 47 pounds over the last 2 years without exercise? Is that intentional? Is it just a good diet? Using the crap out of that frame tech? I'm trying. Right now it's not being very good to me. But we're trying to make it so. Drink water before I start to eat so I get full sooner, and stop eating, but eat enough. Yeah, that's good tech as well. Sometimes when you're hungry, you're really just thirsty. Okay. There we go. That works. All right. Cooking ASMR, yeah. All right, I think I'm going to take a break. I'm going to go get myself a smoothie, and we'll keep building out the CPU. Oh, let's hope this button works. It doesn't work. Oh God, no.